What's going on, guys? So the other day I'm kicking back watching the YouTubes and this video came up on the recommended list. I went and clicked it and this guy was going around interviewing people about Pokemon Go. He was asking them what's the craziest thing they've heard about the game, and one of the people responded. He said, I heard that down in Antarctica there was a guy who was lonely, so Niantic put one Pokestop down there. So this got me thinking, are there any Pokestops or Pokemon down in Antarctica? So I called my friend who's got a hacked account. He spoofed his location down there and started walking around. As you can see, it is an abysmal of nothing. There is nothing. But he kept changing his location, and finally, off in the distance, he comes upon this. So he decides to go in for a closer look. Off in the horizon, you can see the Pokestop getting closer and closer and closer. So we have our first confirmed Pokestop in Antarctica. And so he goes up to it, he touches the Pokestop, and what he finds is it's the site of this nuclear reactor site that was decommissioned back in the 70s. This old research nuclear reactor where they used to do testing, which is pretty cool. Now the crazy thing is, as he gets out of this Pokestop, off on the horizon, you can see something in the distance. So could there be more than one? Look really close out in the horizon, and I'm going to show you what else is out there in the middle of nowhere. So he starts running out there. Now I know you can see it. It's starting to come into picture outside far along the horizon in the clouds. And so the question is, as we approach this other Pokestop, is it possible that there's a gym down in Antarctica? So pay close attention. Way off in the distance, there appears to be something that to me looks like a gem. It's got the little beacon shooting way up in the sky. And if there's a gem, who the heck would ever go there? Like, nobody's down there. And there's another Pokestop off to the right. So let's go check out this one first and see what it is. We're going to check out all the Pokestops, and then we're going to see if there's any gems down in Antarctica. So he gets to this Pokestop. He goes into it. This is the Richard Byrd Memorial. Look at all the snow right there. It's got a statue. What does that say? It's a 50th anniversary plaque for the U.S. Naval Support. That's pretty cool. So that's some sort of treaty thing with a plaque. You can see all the snow. So that's what it looks like in real life. That picture you're looking at is what this location looks like in real life. Let's go ahead and move to the next Pokestop. So the question as we run to this next Pokestop is, why would Niantic do this? There's no Pokemon there. I doubt anybody has internet down there. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Now we'll go to this next Pokestop. One thing to keep in mind, this is the South Pole. This is the very bottom of the Earth. And so this is the 24-hour sundial, which is kind of funny. But basically, down at the South Pole, the sun is out all day long. The sun never goes down, so they have a 24-hour sundial to keep time. Now, as we get out of this Pokestop, look in the distance there. You see that? There's a gym. There's another Pokestop, and there's a gym in the distance. Look at like it had a Golbat on it. So we're going to go ahead and go to the next Pokestop. Then we're going to go check out this gym and figure out if this guy's a hacker or if this is actually some dude living down in Antarctica. So this Pokestop is Chapel of the Snows. It's a church. It's a non-denominational church, which is pretty crazy. And the funny thing about it is it burned down in the snow. Like Antarctica, one of the coldest places on Earth, it burned down in 1956, and then they rebuilt it. So that's what this Pokestop is. All right, off to the gym. Looks like this one is being protected by a Vaporeon. I swear to you, there was another one in the distance that looked like it had a Golbat. We'll see if we can check that one out next. So here it is, McMurdo Station Sign, Gym Level 2, and D-Su Ngio. Hacker? Or is this guy legitimately living down in Antarctica? Let me know in the comments. Looks over that. That's what that looks like. That looks pretty cool. Let's go find that other gym. Maybe there's some Pokestops on the way. While walking to the next gym, there's the Golbat off in the distance. We run into this Pokestop. Let's go ahead and check it out, see what it is. And this is looks like a piece of art. A chain Orca. Orca are the killer whales, the black and white killer whales. You know Shamu. So that's a chain Orca. Somebody got bored. They decided to make a chain Orca down there. All right, I got to go check out this other gym. I'm curious. Oh, and there's a road. There is a road down there. That's pretty cool. Oh, there's another Pokestop there, too. This is crazy. People who live out in rural areas are probably thinking there's more Pokestops down in Antarctica than where I live. That sucks. This one is a Gargoyle, protector of the fuel. So there's somebody down there who likes to make metal sculptures. Probably bored out of his mind. Made this dope-looking Gargoyle. All right, there's the Gargoyle. We're going to go check out this other gym. Curious to see if it's the same guy who's taken it over as the last one. It is Instinct. The last one was Instinct. There's a big old Golbat on it. Let's go ahead and get right into the gym and see what we find. And it's the same guy. It's Disu. No. Disu No. Is that how you say his name? Disu No. So Disu No is protecting this gym as well. Now this has another metal statue, Skier on White Dome. This dude Will made it in 2006 during the winter time. That's pretty cool. All right, last but not least, I'm going to fast forward to another part of the video. Way off in the distance, across some water, my buddy who got this footage spotted something, so he started running towards it. These last two locations are my favorite of everything that we've seen. The first one is this thing called the Discovery Hut. The Discovery Hut was built back in like 1901 to protect people. They were on a ship over there. They built this thing on land to sleep in, stay in, but it was too freaking cold, so they never actually used it, and they kept sleeping on the boat. Now we go over to the gym right on the edge of the water. In real life, this would look way crazier than it looks in Pokemon Go. This is on the edge of a massive, massive cliff. So we're going to go into this gym. Let's see who owns the gym, who's defending the gym. It's the same dude, Disu No. So is Disu No a hacker, guys, or is this guy legit? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to check this one out. This one is called Vince's Cross. This is a memorial to a guy named George Vince. He was returning to the ship, was on this cliff edge, slipped and fell and drowned during an icy blizzard. And so they set up this memorial for him, which is pretty stinking crazy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video about all these Antarctica gyms and Pokestops. It just completely blew my mind when my buddy showed me this. I was like, I have to share this with my YouTube buddies. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, guys. Peace.